younger girls who don't look like they should be wearing makeup. I'd say anybody under the age of 10 or 11. If they're over 10 or 11, you want bright, obnoxious red. The reddest red money will buy, okay? Everybody sells a good one. This one's L'Oreal, but CoverGirl's got a really good one called True Red too. But for the younger girls that may start berry, I would use red for darker skin. It's for 23, yeah, definitely red for color. I use a lip brush with little people, or a Q-tip, or an eyeshadow applicator, because it just gives you a little more control, because once you start doing this, you'll go, and you'll end up with it up your nose, and when it's this dark red color, it's impossible to do that.
What was the name of that one that you're putting on when you
this one that I just used is Revlon, and it is called Raspberry Bite. And I got it at Giant. So. If they want a little gloss, you can do a little gloss over that, a little quick gloss, and that's fine, but it's not required for them. And this is how she would be, and she looks spectacular. You are a fabulous mom. Good job. Look at that.
Only for dance.
Olivia, come here for a second.
Until you're like 20.
But you said not to do it for pictures, right?
Not for pictures. Miriam, Miriam, you are all done, baby. I'm going to show you a quick older girl eye. The older girls do need it a little bit differently. I'd say my teenagers and above. I'm not going to have the right skin colors for you, but we'll take it. Same thing, you want to use a light color, and I'm probably only going to do one of your eyes. I'm not going to make you get her one. Let's go. Same thing with the older girls do a base color from lash to brow. Something that comes close to their skin tone. And then using a dark gray, do their entire eyelid. Hey, I can read your face. I'm so proud of myself. It is no good as a teacher when the girls get taller than you, because then they start petting you while they're in class with you. They do it a lot, like they'll stand next to me and pet me. It's not fun. I don't like it. It's more fun when you do it. Not the start during pictures. For older girls, for pictures, light pictures. Like you'd wear if you were going to something nice. You're wearing if you're going out.
Is that a pencil?
No, this is a brush. It's just a really good one. This is a double-sided makeup brush. You can do the same thing with an eyeshadow applicator. I'll be honest with you, I have no skill with being direct with stuff, so eyeshadow applicators I have a really hard time with. Brushes work better for me. Some people go the exact opposite way.
What brand is that?
The brush?
Yeah. I've never seen that.
Essence of Beauty. I think it came from Ulta. So then I would take some very concentrated of that same dark color with a little angled tiny brush or with the tip of an eyeshadow applicator, and I would draw that crease in. And it's the same color I just used. I just used it concentrated, so I would draw it in here, and I'd go along that lower line right there. Okay.
Eyeliner above the lid? It's not.
It's not, I used dark shadow and I went along the eyelash again with it. I'm still gonna do eyeliner on her, but just to darken that lash line up a little bit. It keeps you from having to use as much mascara if you really darken that lash line. This is for older girls. You wouldn't want to do this with your little people. Black eyeliner. A lot of my show team swears by liquid liner. They really prefer the liquid stuff. I have no precision with liquid liner, and I just make a terrible mess when I use it. Use your discretion. If you're adept at liquid liner, by all means, that works really, really well. It doesn't for me. You want to just go the lash line with that black? You should. You're messing the highlight up. And I find that if I hold that really tight, it's a little better. This is a CoverGirl liner, but I'll be honest with you, it's not the best I've ever used. Somewhere in here I have a... Smashbox makes a great cold one that draws crazy dark. Smashbox is kind of a pricey brand. It's really good. Mary Kay also makes a really good black liner. A really good black liner that I like a lot. If they are teenagers, I would go under the lash line. If you guys really wide for me. For the teenagers, I wouldn't do this for like my 8, 9, 10-year-olds, but for the older girls, go underneath their lash line as well. There you go. And then I would just finish that off with mascara. There are a couple of things. You can finish off the mascara if you want, or you can go wash it, or you can tone it down. Whatever you feel like you need to. I'm just doing dry, so you go. That's all she would need, so the only difference is that black eyeliner. My company girls wear false lashes. I do not require the rest of the recital girls to wear false lashes. So if you hear people say, you know, oh, if you got lashes, that doesn't count for you guys. You don't have to worry about false lashes. You'll see all the company kids back there who got huge false lashes going on though. There are a couple of tricks you can do to make your makeup last longer. Aside from a good setting powder, and this is going to sound really crazy, if you spray your hands with hairspray and go like that, your makeup won't go anywhere until you wash your face. However, it's very drying on your skin, so I wouldn't recommend doing that every day. Like, don't do that before school in the morning. You'll be a big patch of dry skin at the end of it. It's really bad on your skin, but for a day, for something like recital, it'll hold your makeup on really well. They make a lip sealant that I no longer have. They make a lip sealant by Sally Hansen that they sell in the drugstores that will seal lipstick in place that I think works really well, and I used on my daughter from the time she was 3 because little kids have a tendency to go like that and get their red lipstick or their berry colored lipstick all over their arms. So it's made by Sally Hansen. It's just called lip sealant. They sell it at CVS and Walgreens usually. There are a couple of different kinds. Most of them come in a little tube or a little roll-on. And you put it on and then you keep your lips open because it makes them sticky if you close your lips. You keep your lips open and fan them for a second till it dries, and then you can rub your mouth and nothing will come off. Some of the new lip stains on the market, like CoverGirl makes that lip stain, really doesn't come off at all. Those are a smart idea if you've got kids that rub their mouths a lot. I would look at something like that as opposed to a traditional lipstick. If you have not been given information on tights yet, you should be getting that this week in your class via a little piece of paper like this that tells you what kind of tights you need. But here's a quick, easy way of doing it. If your teacher said that you need tan tights, then you need Capezio tights in caramel. If your teacher said that you need pink tights, if you're in a ballet routine and you were wearing ballet shoes,